got my nails done. I just did a fucking face mask. I got my hair did. Like, I'm looking good. Like, who can I call up? Attitude bougie, looking like I'm zoomy. Distracted by your body, so your number saved as cutie. I just was a dream, girl. Movie when I seen, girl. She ain't for the team, girl. Cleaner than the beam, girl. Shorty is a mean girl. Mean girl, mean girl, mean girl, mean girl, mean girl. I was a dream, girl.
Ladies and gentlemen, guests of honor, welcome to episode number 1 of the Allegedly Show. This is the Allegedly podcast where we spill the hottest tea on celeb drama, hot topics, local buzz, our raw, authentic, honest truth, good, bad, or indifferent. And all the news that you hear is alleged until proven otherwise.
Absolutely. And I am your host, Dee.
And allegedly, I'm Neek.
And this is the Alleged Show.
Episode 1. Oh, we are so excited. For those of you who did not get to see our little preview, our little test pilot, right? This has been a conversation between Dee and myself for over 2 years now. Mm-hmm. It's been something we wanted to do, but we are both very busy. Dee is very busy.
No, I'll be trying not to be. You listen.
But she's everywhere, and she's able to manage all of this. So I was like, I need to step my cookies up, and yeah, we need to do this. So we're super excited. We got some piping hot gossip to share with you all.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yes, allegedly. But it's going to be a good time, for sure. And obviously, as the podcast continues to grow, y'all are going to grow with us. We are here to try. We are here to air. We're here to get better, right? And if you have any news, information, gossip, tea, whatever, feel free to DM us on Instagram and or email us at theallegedlyshow@gmail.com. And we'll make sure that pops up somewhere behind.
Period. So if there's something y'all want us to talk about, because, we will spill it, allegedly. So you ready to get into this?
What is we about to get into?
Oh, my goodness. It's so much. A lot of it is just politics.
It's a lot.
All of it's politics.
Let's be real.
Let's be real. Allegedly.
Allegedly. But as we know, life is political right now, right?
Yes.
So
life is burning. And we are here.
And we're sustaining. We're surviving.
But,
we're surviving.
Listen. We always will make it. We gonna make it.
Always.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my goodness. Let's hop into the drama. Oh, my
God. And
listen.
there's so much.
Listen, before we even get into any local drama, I was on Facebook and Milan Christopher popped up. He left Tishi, the overall father, and was going in. I said, oh, Lord, what is going on here? What is going on here? Oh, it was crazy. I said, oh, wow. Yeah.
What's the tea? I haven't been on Facebook lately, honestly. So I'm missing a lot.
Listen, allegedly,
Allegedly, catch that.
Not sure. I don't know both sides. So this is just allegedly, the Tishi management, they're doing their big ones on other podcasts. And he did what he was doing, and then they did what they were doing, and he came back and he had just been dragging them for like the last couple of days, and I'm just like clutching my pearls. Oh my God.
So why did he leave Tishi?
Oh, I don't know. We're going to have to do that in episode 2.
Period.
I do know, but y'all got to come back to episode 2 to get that tea.
Yeah, we just give you a little bit,
Yeah, this is the first one.
But Milan, obviously I do not know him personally, right? But from what I have been able to see of Milan on just TV and things like that, I don't think this is too far out of his realm.
I met Milan in 2003. He's a very cool person and individual. So for me, I'm just like, okay, He said, you're not going to play it on my time. And bam, here you go. I was like, oh, wow.
Lord. Well, prayers for the Tichis, right?
Yes.
Praying for peace and the ability to figure this out, right?
Absolutely.
But I feel like that is one of the issues with today's world that kind of sucks, even though it entertains us, you know, and our viewers. Yeah. But I feel like when things go wrong, everyone is so quick to run to social media to get like a larger reaction or response from the world, when most of the things could really be solved in private.
Yeah, yeah. But, again, the world is burning. So everything is going to burn.
The world is burning. It's not just Paris. It is the whole goddamn world.
So, yeah, we're going to have more updates, more information. I'll have all of the tea next week. So you got to, come back next week.
Send us videos, screenshots, whatever y'all find on X. You know what I mean? Like, help
and
us
we
piece
will
the
review,
story.
and allegedly it'll be on our show.
Allegedly.
I went
Milan, if you like to come on the show, hey, that's available for you as well.
Or the T-Sheets.
Or the T-Cheese. Or we
Love
are
everybody.
unbiased.
Love them all.
Love 'em all.
We're just starting. So, they might. But next year,
Yeah.
it's going to be over by then.
Yeah. And y'all better get on while it's free because the price is going to go up. But no, that is insane. And it kind of makes me think about our second topic because, like I said, this isn't far out of Milan's realm for me, from like what I've seen for them. Yeah. But a lot isn't for a lot of people, right?
Right.
And there's been a lot of activity in television and programming recently, right? So I don't know about you, but my big thing right now is I love ratchet television.
Listen, you know what I'm watching right now? I'm watching Madam Secretary.
Madam Secretary.
Madam Secretary on Netflix. Baby, I've been watching it for like the last 3 weeks.
And there's 8 episodes probably, y'all.
Listen, I'm trying to get through it. And it's just, Oh, but tell us about these ratchet shows. I'm really into the ratchet shows anymore.
Listen, I need something that makes me feel like my life. You feel me?
Okay, ratchet.
Ratchet.
I thought I was a ratchet one.
But no, I'm addicted to Now That's TV right now. Like, literally, Now That's TV. You ever heard of Zeus Network?
Yeah, I know Zeus. Yes.
Okay. It's comparable to Zeus Network, but 10 times more ratchet. Right? So what they won't show you on like Baddies and Jocelyn, you will see on Now That's TV. Whether it's trans girls beating up cis women or you see a lot. You do. You see a lot. Like, but,
I might have to go watch one episode now.
Just gotta see it. And honestly, like when I first started watching it, I was taken away. Honestly, there was a lot of things I didn't agree with, and I was kind of like just gagging that they were even allowed to film and record this. But it's become like normal culture for the people. Like this is literally what the Now That's TV crowd expects to see. But my big show right now is Mean Girls. And actually, the song you all heard at the beginning of today's podcast is called Mean Girls by Pittsburgh-based artist Manny DiBiase, also a member of the Tag Collective. Bow, bow, bow. Just a shameless plug. But he is releasing his new album this May as well. So we'll definitely...
amazing. And he'll be performing at Pride.
At Pride. He'll be all over the city all this year. So we'll definitely have Manny on the show at some point for sure. Ratchet TV, yes. Now That's TV has been my go-to. It's like $5.99 a month or something like that. But the crazy thing is, like, Zeus Network is the more popularized program, right? Yeah. But they literally produce maybe 2 to 3 shows a season. Now That's TV be having like 5, 6 shows that you can like go in between and whatnot, and they're all different.
We need to get like that.
You need to get like that, literally. I know that there were some local artists as well trying to do some Now That's TV-ish reality shows in Pittsburgh too. We need to check in on that. Maybe we'll get some of them on here.
So tell us about the drama that's going on with Mean Girls.
Oh yeah. So with Mean Girls, I don't even know where to begin because so another honest moment for me. I watch a lot of TV, and how many names of characters do I remember?
I've been watching. I told you, Madam Secretary. Okay, and I don't know nobody's name.
Nobody's name, literally. Like I know their face, but yeah, I don't know most of their names except for Joyce, who is a trans woman. She's also affiliated with the ballroom scene or something.
Oh, okay.
She be getting the girls together, but that's one of my favorites. Right. But y'all just need to check it out. It's $5.99. It's called Now That's TV. It's its own little streaming app, and it is black as fuck. It is LGBT friendly, and definitely a platform for women as well. So I would definitely check it out. Support our people.
Period. Okay. All right. So back into this, Assassin's game. Tell me about this. What is this?
Okay. So, and this is not just in Pittsburgh, y'all. This is all over the world, apparently. And it's not new. It's actually something that apparently has been happening for years. I don't think I did it in school, though. But it's called the Senior Assassin Game. Okay. So the Senior Assassin Game is a popular game played by high school seniors across the U.S. before graduation. The game can last for weeks and continues until only one player remains. Now, these are the rules of how it works, and this is where it gets kind of weird. So, players have a set time to eliminate their assigned target. If a player is shot or fails to eliminate their target, they're eliminated from the game. After each round, new targets are assigned. Some versions allow for team play, and others it's just like the last player standing. Here in Pittsburgh, how it's working is with either water guns or paintball guns, senior students are basically assigned senior citizens or folks that are over a certain age within the community that they have to eliminate in a certain time period, be it by shooting them with a water gun, shooting them with a paintball gun, whatever. But ultimately, they're all competing to be the last person standing. What the prize is, I have no clue.
Y'all over here shooting the elderly?
The elderly, just for fun.
This is fucking crazy. What the fuck?
12 years of school to make it to 12th grade and be assigned to shoot senior citizens.
So, what's going to happen when they start using real guns?
That's the question right now. And I think it was on actually KDKA News last night, but that is one of the questions and the concerns is that there's a fear that students might try to up the ante, you know what I mean, and start using real weapons and or seriously injure someone. You could really be injured with a paintball gun.
No, you can't. Eyes gone, everything.
Eyes gone, everything.
And we're talking about elderly folks.
Yes.
Like, what?
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy as hell.
So parents, it is important that you talk to your children. And I'm talking to the millennials because these are the parents of the current generation, right? It's time to get these kids together. I don't think we ever really experienced shit like this coming up.
No, not at all. Like, what? That is crazy as hell.
Fucking sane.
Oh, my goodness. So, any other local news? And by the way, we jumped into local news. Sorry, y'all. That's what we're doing here.
That's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing today.
Listen, we're bringing y'all the stuff that y'all skip over in real life and trying to make it a little more appeasing for you. Other local news, and this is actually good news. I mean, depending on how you look at it, it could be good or bad. But I'm not sure how many people are familiar with this new Pittsburgh Arts Landing, which is a revitalization project for downtown Pittsburgh. Have you heard of this already?
Yeah, a little bit for the draft.
Yes. Yeah.
So next year in 2026, the NFL draft will be here in Pittsburgh. So they are using this as an excuse to do all of the things they've been wanting to do to us Black folks in Pittsburgh, allegedly.
Yeah, especially a city that always says we don't have money to support and uplift anything we ask for. All of a sudden, we got like over $6 million to create this. But the backstory on it is that the Pittsburgh Arts Landing Project is a 4-acre civic space coming to downtown Pittsburgh, located between the Fort Duquesne and Penn Avenue area. This new outdoor venue will feature a performance area, open lawn, and it already has partnerships with some of the top arts organizations in Pittsburgh, like the Pittsburgh Opera and the Greater Pittsburgh Arts Council as well. My question is,
how many of the Black organizations, grassroots organizations, have y'all, contacted to be a part of this?
That was my question.
Oh, yeah, listen, when I heard that, it's the first thing I thought, like, well, how many of us have they contacted?
How many of us, exactly. How many people of color have they contacted to see how this could uplift?
And they may have, but, this is allegedly.
Alleged, exactly. Yeah. Listen, we're just going with what we got right now, right? If y'all got news, y'all got updates to all of this, you can reach out and we will update this in our next segment. But that is a question. And also, a question for you, as an organizer of Pittsburgh Pride, is this a space that could be beneficial to this type of festival? Or,
I mean, it could be in a sense of, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of folks could be. No. I was trying to get no. But for our agencies, absolutely. You know what I mean? I think that they need to be bringing us in. And making sure that we are part of that because, even though we're queer organizations, we are still organizations that a lot of us watch NFL. So there's going to be a lot of queer people here. So they need to know where to go to. A lot of our people that are going to be here, that they need to know where to go to, and what to check out while they're in town, Have you got a call?
I have not gotten a call.
Oh. No. I mean, I ain't gonna say I ain't got no call because we gonna have to work that out.
Yeah,
that's
figure
something
it out.
that we're gonna have to figure out, and we're gonna have to do because that needs to be happening.
I agree. And it needs to benefit the overall city, right?
Absolutely.
And it really does baffle me that the NFL draft is what prompted for Pittsburgh to make an initiative to improve our downtown. Meanwhile, for the past couple of years, we've been getting complaints about the violence. They put a police station, but do they do much down there in the police station? Someone just got shot at 4 o'clock in the afternoon or the evening downtown coming from school, right? So I don't know. It just makes me wonder, what is the goal in Pittsburgh anymore?
I don't think that putting police stations downtown should have been a thing. I think they should have been contacted more. They should have contacted more local organizations, grassroots organizations, and put more organizations downtown and more things for these kids to be able to go to and do, and more mentors to be downtown than police officers. For me, I feel like, just having officers is not the answer when these kids are just, they're bored, essentially. And, there's nothing to do, and they just see all this violence on TV, so they're enacting on the violence that they're seeing on TV. They're acting it out in real life. Not enacting, but they're acting it out in real life.
I agree.
You know what I mean? You got Call of Duty. I'm going outside, pow, pow, pow.
Yeah.
What? This is, just like we were just talking about with the senior situation. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's the same thing. They're going to eventually up the ante. Yes. You know what I mean? It's not going to stay with the paintballs. Eventually, somebody's going to say, well, this is what it is.
Yeah.
And this is how you can just eliminate. You'll be on the top.
And the way...
You'll be that dog. And then you'll be sitting in prison for the rest of your life.
For the rest of your life.
At 16 years old, because you went and did something that is
out of boredom as a teen. Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly, though.
Because they put police stations in place of people. Police stations in place of people are not... That's not the answer at all whatsoever. You need more men or more people, not even men, just leaders. More leaders that are downtown. More centers and different things of that nature.
Options for the kids to do. Yeah.
More options for them to be able to go downtown. Because when we were younger, we went downtown. What? We had department stores. We had Candy Rama. There was, Sam Goody. You go get you a record. You know what I mean? They had all different types of things going on downtown. And now you go downtown and it's nothing but industrial.
Yeah.
And apartments for the wealthy folks.
There's not much in downtown Pittsburgh to draw anyone down there.
Exactly. But the kids are traveling from school.
In between.
There's always been a little bit of drama and chaos, but not like what we're seeing right now, because y'all took everything from down there and y'all made it like this industrial place. It's just
there.
Yeah.
It just exists.
What?
You just go through it to get where you're going.
It's for the rich, but the poor be there.
Yes. Even the Target downtown, I feel like, still feels inaccessible. I literally drove around for 20 minutes trying to figure out how to park to go into Target.
I don't like change. That's part of my problem.
Yes.
I'm just so mad they took that Kaufman's from down there.
Yeah.
Macy's, Kaufman's, whatever you
yeah.
want to call it. That was just that was it for me.
Yeah.
That was the thing. But again, these kids there's nothing for them really to do. Nothing. Because, and this all goes back to gentrification. Let's be clear. This goes back to gentrification when they start taking all the resources out because they want to bring in a certain demographic of people. And then you have all these folks that are impacted by, the effect of this gentrification. And you're like, oh my God, what are we going to do? We're going to get more police.
Yeah. And we already know, especially during the pandemic, the Black Lives Matter, Trans Lives Matter movement, police are stigmatized right now, right? We all have a negative connotation with most police.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
But it's just like, oh yeah, we're just going to, criminalize more kids.
Yeah, and throw a police station down here. No, you need to build relationships. You need to figure out, what's the middle ground to connecting with the youth. Even when we were coming up, there was a under 18 club that we could go to. I forget what it's called right now. But Zeus. Yeah.
No, Club Zoo.
Club Zoo, yeah.
Club Zoo. And then there was all the little clubs over there in on the south side.
Yes.
Where they built the glass house and
even
that.
in the strip with crews and stuff like
that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Those. Yeah.
There was option for folks under 21 to do things. And I think that now it is kind of like choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
And that's why the kids hang outside Target when they get out of school in East Liberty. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You go downtown.
Again, they're gentrifying downtown, and these people, which is our people, are still here. So while y'all gentrifying, there's nothing for them to do at all whatsoever. What are they going to do? They're going to come downtown and they're going to terrorize.
You're gentrifying us and pushing people out, but we still exist and still have needs.
Exactly.
Exactly. And as people of color, as LGBT people, as minorities, as people who have not always had it all right, we will find a way to sustain with or without.
Absolutely. But another problem is that we're not at the table like we should be at the table, making decisions like we should be making decisions. And then the people that are in place, a lot of times there's other people behind them that are really pushing different initiatives to keep the ones that we need to keep our people safe away. You know what I'm saying? Because they live in their silos and they don't get it. They don't understand. So they're just like, no, these are just bad people. They're bad kids. And just running off that rhetoric of the 47 Orange Man.
Oh. I love 47. Dude,
allegedly.
The unspoken. Yes. But yeah, I completely agree. Pittsburgh, it is time that we do better.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we definitely do need to be doing better here with our kids and just with us in general. Like, we are at war right now. This is war, and right now we are so divided. We're more divided than we've been ever. And while we are sitting here bickering and fighting between each other, these folks are able to come in and do all of the
whatever
things.
they want. We're able to spend $6 million to revitalize one part of downtown Pittsburgh. Yet we know that we have a major homeless population here in Pittsburgh, right? They're literally sitting outside the studio or across the street.
Absolutely. And in front of ours.
That's where the money goes because that's what the city prioritizes.
Yeah. I mean, there are initiatives that are in place that help, but not enough. We were just having this conversation yesterday with a group of people, like around a trade. There are no trade schools or no trade initiatives really, that are really close to us, that are accessible, or that will get people their home. You know what I mean? Feed them and all of those other things. Help them if they have any type of any type of intellectual issues or anything like that. Nothing. And growing up, that's all we had was trades.
Yeah.
All of
that's
our people.
First.
Yeah, exactly. That's
go to trade school.
That's another thing. It's just like it's crazy out here.
It is crazy
in the streets right now.
I think this is why it is so important to remind people the necessity and importance of nonprofits and grassroots groups and community organizations, right? Because we get to do the work that nobody else will for you. We get to fight and sit at the table and talk to all the people who otherwise look down on us or, they don't prioritize the needs of our people. And we are usually people of the communities that we serve, which is important.
Absolutely. They can go into these rooms and we might not speak the way that they want us to speak, but they understand us. And even though they try not to understand, what the F we're saying.
Exactly. No.
And that is a problem because sometimes people, have this fear of going into these spaces and feel like that, they the way they articulate it is not going to, come across to the people the way they want it to. And it's like, no, they understand. They choose not to.
They don't care. And they try to use big words and buzzwords and trigger words, you know what I mean, to get the responses and reactions that they want. Yeah. But it's all just playing the game with the girls.
We just went on
a whole rant, yes. But this is real, for real.
Yeah.
Because we really are out here on the ground doing the work, interacting, hearing the stories of people. And
we are in the trenches.
We're in the trenches, and we're trying to figure it out with the people. You know what I mean? We are the people.
We're the people that, for the voiceless, and even some of them that do have voices, we stand.
Yeah, we stand in solidarity. And I just think it's very important that we continue to create platforms and uplift the people who can do this. This work.
And, train the next set of babies that can do this work, because I ain't going to be doing it for long. I got 5 more years. I'm out of here.
Exactly.
Alaska, I'm coming. I'm coming, Alaska.
No, for real. Yes, Alaska, Canada, something like that.
Alaska. Yeah. Sometimes people, have this fear of going into these spaces and feel like that, they the way they articulate it is not going
they try to use big words and buzzwords and trigger words, you know what I mean, to get the responses and reactions that they want. Yeah. But it's all just playing the game with the girls.
Oh, we just went on
a whole rant, yes. But it's real, for real.
Yeah.
Because we really are out here on the ground doing the work, interacting, hearing the stories of people. And
we are in the trenches.
We're in the trenches, and we're trying to figure it out with the people. You know what I mean? We are the people.
We're the people that, for the voiceless, and even some of them that do have voices, we stand.
Yeah, we stand in solidarity. And I just think it's very important that we continue to create platforms and uplift the people who can do this. This work.
And, train the next set of babies that can do this work, because I ain't going to be doing it for long. I got 5 more years. I'm out of here.
Exactly.
Alaska, I'm coming. I'm coming, Alaska.
No, for real. Yes, Alaska, Canada, something like that.
Alaska. Yeah. I'm going to live in my little white house with my moose and my hot chocolate.
Well, Dina, or DD, who else might be moving to Alaska? I've been seeing all the rumors online about our search for our next police chief, right? And it looks like our current acting police chief, Chief Raglin, is stepping down effective immediately. I guess officially as of June this year. However, he's accrued so much time off that he's just not coming into the office right now.
So listen, allegedly. Oh shit! Oh, city council. So first of all, let me be clear. The mayor picks a person, and they have to be confirmed through the city council. City council is messy. We'll get into that next week, though. But city council is very, very messy. And city council is the reason why this man has decided to resign. Allegedly.
That's KDKA actually reported something.
Oh,
similar.
they did?
They did.
Well, allegedly still. Because I don't know.
Yes. All alleged for now.
Yes.
But what I saw is that the voting process has been held up, right? So the current acting chief feels like it's kind of putting his whole future at stake,
exactly.
Not knowing what might happen. So he would prefer to
they're
resign.
playing. There's a lot of fuckery happening, because there's a lot of fuckery happening behind closed doors. We're gonna have to really get into that because it's going to. Listen, I don't want to shake the table yet.
We still got stuff to get through.
Yes. I'm going to shake the table. Give me 2 weeks, and then maybe I'll shake the table. But right now, I'll just say it's really, really messy. And politics don't have to be, they're going to be messy, but they don't have to be this messy. It's ridiculous how messy and just disgusting it is in this race right now. And a lot of this has to do with Mega. That orange man, and that foreigner. Yeah.
Mega and all you confused and or lazy and or inconsiderate people that voted that way.
Yeah.
It's your fault.
I'm just this a lot of this is from allegedly. This is just allegedly. People are tired of that black stuff. Allegedly. So that's all I'm going to say. Allegedly, that's what I heard. People are tired of the black stuff.
No, that's real.
And it's like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And a lot of, no matter which way this election goes, I feel like that a lot of times we're always kind of left to the side until it's time for elections.
Yes.
A lot of times.
Or they feel like they need the gay votes,
and that's what I said. Until it's time, or if we have a person that is there, that can kind of push it into that direction for us to be seeing. But outside of that, a lot of times it's just they're there, okay. Yeah. But we out here really doing the work, and it's not even the work for just us. We're doing the work for all different types, for all intersectionalities of folks. Yeah. So I don't know.
No, that's big facts, though. The work that we do, it might
Impacts
be advertised for the LGBT or TLGB, whatever. It might be advertised that way, but no one gets turned away. Like,
exactly.
Literally.
The impact is not just our community. It's so many other, individuals. May it be, I'm saying, the heterosexual community, like, for my organization, cis individuals, immigrants, everybody,
Women, for sure.
Women, you know what I'm saying? Everybody. You know what I mean? Like, people who are dealing with substance abuse, unhoused people, all different, intersecting issues that are happening out there that we deal with. And, when situations are going on or help is needed, they're like, oh, well, we'll try. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. But, and, we're out here struggling to make it a better place.
Which is my issue, because organizations like yourself, like ours, and many others, we can make something happen with $0.
Yeah.
Or with the bare minimum.
And we shouldn't. Have to. And then it's like, when we're doing that, and sometimes we're taking out of our own pocket, and we have to hustle other ways to get money that should be going to us for us to be able to house and feed and do things for ourselves. Yes. And that messes with our mental health.
Yes,
as well.
and we're going to get into, that's going to be a whole segment.
A whole nother show. Listen, because we are in Pittsburgh, and there's like, 3 larger queer Black organizations, and then there's a few smaller organizations, 2 maybe.
We're all fighting over the same scraps,
Listen.
They make us compete for the same grants. It's just like,
and we out here like
actually doing the work, while most of the other organizations are partnering with us to get their numbers and results that they need, right?
When we should be the ones getting the money and doing the work. They will give the money to these other organizations, and then they're like, well, yeah, this is what you should do, and then we'll get pennies or the dollar,
or
half a penny,
just to feel good knowing that you brought a resource to the people and you get nothing out of it.
Exactly. But they're still getting their checks.
Yes.
And we're still struggling. But
this is a conversation. This is a larger conversation.
It is.
Because this all ends for real. It's from the provider or organization aspect, from the competitors, but also from a community standpoint as well.
Right.
Because I feel like the community has to stand up and realize their value. You know what I mean? And like, none of these organizations could exist if there was no audience. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And as long as you are the audience for them, they're going to be here for years to come, using you, making money off of your trauma, and ultimately deteriorating our people.
We've been open. The closet's been open for 2 weeks, and we already seen over 130 people in 2 weeks.
And this was an effort that was created with minimum support. You know what I mean? Like, you had nobody really supporting you.
We didn't have a lot of people to show up to the grand opening, but we opened that, and the people that were there, we are grateful.
Exactly.
And all of the volunteers that helped put it together, we are grateful. You know what I mean? But it's like, it should have been packed out, because it's the only free thrift store
I was going to say,
in Southwestern.
100% free.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
LGBTQIA focused free thrift store in Western Pennsylvania.
And this is outside of, or to go in line with, the emergency housing program, the free community center, and then you get free clothing resources. Everything is free.
Right. All of the things. You know what I mean? And it's just like, it should be. We're going to get into that later.
Yes. But no, this is definitely a larger conversation.
It is.
And even about, like, who saves the hero? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, where do you go as a community leader to decompress or to find your safe space? I think that's
that is a really, really big conversation, because there's really not no spaces like that at all whatsoever. Again, there's not that many of us here doing the work at all whatsoever. So that's crazy. But the police chief situation, and it is so sad that they are blaming the current mayor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When it is really a coup from the city council.
Yeah.
And there's other things that have been happening. Oh, I just can't wait for this election to be over, because I'm going to spill all of the tea that I know. It's going to be all allegedly.
Yeah.
But it's going to be, what's in my cuckoo head.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's allegedly. Yeah.
And it came from somebody else.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Some type of truth to it.
It came from the people in my head, allegedly. But I'm not going to speak on really too much of it until after election. So, you just got to keep on. I'm going to be throwing little nuggets out here and there. So you have to keep on watching to get more information.
Yes.
Sure
and
do.
Nothing that we are saying is an attack towards our current mayor, Ed Gainey.
it's not an attack towards neither
Anybody,
parties.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not playing with the. I'm not going to say that. I am not for the Republican MAGAs.
No shade.
Not regular Republicans, whatever. Republican MAGAs. We don't play those games.
Yeah, those
know?
are the definite no's.
Yeah.
But honestly, I feel like all parties are kind of problematic.
Hey, I mean, let's really be clear. They're all capitalists.
Yeah. Yes.
All of them. Every last one of them.
Yes. Even green for you
All
girls who vote green.
capitalists.
Yes.
All of them. Yeah. So if you look at the breakdowns, we're really not in there. Like, there's little smidges of us here and there. Might be 1% here, 2% there. But there's really no folks that represent us.
Yeah.
For real, in these spaces. And when they are, like Jasmine, shouts out to Jasmine, honey, because she really be doing her big one. Yes, she
and
does.
some of our local reps who actually immerse themselves in the community.
Latasha,
you know what I mean? Sarah and Murado,
Sarah.
Latasha, Mays. There are lots of people who do actually, do the work and try to build these relationships.
Absolutely.
But there are lots that don't as well. So.
Absolutely. So, I say all I have to say, like, at the end of the day, this is not an attack on no party. We're just, talking about the things that we hear buzzing around, and what's really going on. I mean,
so that hopefully in the future you can make a better informed decision when you vote, right?
Or just really get involved so you know what's happening.
What's going on?
But I will tell you this: after the primary, I'm going in. I'm spilling it all.
As you should.
But right now, I'm laying low.
We're laying low.
Yeah.
We got goals. We got stuff to accomplish.
Let's see what happens. Yeah, absolutely.
Lordy. But we will definitely keep everybody up to date with all the latest happenings around our search for our new police chief, which is also kind of funny because we're talking about all the different criminal activities happening in the city now.
So we do have an interim right now.
Interim. Yes,
so we have an interim right now. I met him yesterday. He seems cool. So
nice. Who was our last police chief? I forget his name right now.
Larry.
Yes,
Larry. He was part of the LGBT community.
He was the coolest.
And I love Larry.
Literally,
Come
he was
back,
everywhere.
Larry.
He was so cool, and you could actually approach him and talk to him, ask questions. But he was really a good guy.
He said, I'm not playing with none of this. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Life, Larry.
I see the bullshit. And I up your ante. I'm gone.
No, Larry was great.
Yeah, he was. But he said, I will not be dealing with this, honey.
No.
I see the bullshit and I'm going to up your ante.
And I'm out. And I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. When you're not passionate about it no more, you move on. You get opportunity to somebody else.
And not to say that, I don't think that it was not passionate, but like when you see that, you're not going to be able to impact the way that you want to impact because of all of the bureaucracy, then it's just like, yeah, fuck you.
Don't align, let it fly.
There you go. Bow, bow, bow.
Sheesh. Well, that was definitely a lot. But we will definitely keep y'all up to date with all the latest happenings with our local news. Speaking local, I guess we can keep it local and go over a couple of the upcoming events that's happening around the community.
Absolutely.
So we already kind of touched bases, and round of applause to you officially for the grand opening of the community closet. First of its kind in the city of Pittsburgh, and like we said, done with minimal support. Just proof that things can happen with a little love and dedication, right? Round of applause to you, though. What are the working hours for?
So the community closet, which is a free thrift store for, centering LGBTQIA, but open to everybody. The hours are Monday through Friday, 12 to 8 p.m. You can come over. You can drop your donations off there, and you come in. We have literally everything in there, from toiletries to shelf-stable goods. We have fresh vegetables, frozen foods, shoes, clothes, everything. Blankets, kids' clothes, and soon to come we'll have dog food or pet food as well. So we're rocking and rolling, and we'll have a little bit of everything in there for everybody. So if you need something, you can come through. If you want to donate, you can definitely come through. So we're excited about this whole new journey, and we're going to keep on rocking and rolling and keep going, because our community see a need, we're gonna fill it.
Exactly, with or without. And
Figure
how can
out.
people donate to you if they have any supplies?
Yeah, so they can, if you have any supplies you want to donate, you can bring them down to 517 East Ohio Street, Pittsburgh, PA, 15212, or you can go to transunitingpgh.org/donate, and you can donate that way as well. The links will be right here. So tell us about True Tea. We're in True Tea space. We're doing our big one here.
Yes, y'all. We are filming in our home studio of True Tea Pittsburgh, True Tea Studios. Y'all, we got a lot of stuff happening this season as well. One of our big things that I'm excited about coming up next is our town hall that we're doing in collaboration with some of the leaders of Pittsburgh as well. It's going to be a community town hall. You can meet the leaders advocating for the Pittsburgh LGBTQIA plus community. So the Sarah Emiratos, like we said, the Latasha Mazes. Meet the people who actually sit in front of the folks that make these decisions, right? And learn how you can be involved to make your voice to be heard.
We're going to have a couple of little clips from them, at the town hall on our show, allegedly.
Yeah, we're going to try to ask them some of the hard-hitting questions. So if y'all have anything that y'all would like us to, relate to one of our district representatives, definitely let us know. And Dina and I don't mind being the bad guys. So.
Absolutely, and we will definitely have that clip available for you. Yeah. Now, when is this town hall?
This town hall is Thursday, March 20th from 5 to 6:30 p.m. There will be light snacks and refreshments. It is completely free to attend, and highly suggested that you do, just to make your voice be heard and get to know the faces of these people who are making decisions that impact your life.
Absolutely. So come out from wherever you are. You need to come outside.
Come outside, yes.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's very true. Just like they say, if you don't vote in the elections, then your voice doesn't matter when things go wrong.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I kind of feel like it's the same. Like,
Well, I blame you.
I blame
If
you.
If you don't vote, what happens? I blame you.
I blame you.
It's your fault that our country is burning.
Yes. There's just
Was that loud enough for you?
There's no excuse for being uninformed anymore. There's Google, there's
Yes.
ChatGPT, there's YouTube, there's word of mouth friends, and
Yes.
there's just too much.
Yeah, there's just too much for you to be informed, and we need more folks to be informed. They love the fact that our people just don't care, and they're just doing whatever, and they're out here in these streets. They love to see us like this, I feel like our ancestors fought so hard for us to be here, and now it's like all of that is gone, and we are starting fresh all over again. Like all of the crops have burnt, and now we're growing a whole new seed, and we want to make sure that this seed is going to grow properly.
Yes. Yes. And not just in vain.
Yes, this is crazy. Like, what?
We're supposed to be we're supposed to be doing the work so that 10 years from now, the next generation has it a little easier, right? I just feel like that is just your life duty, right?
Yeah, and I think that was the goal, and it was for a little bit. Like in the 90s, it was bad, but it was kind of good. Like looking back now, you know what I'm saying? And now it's like they've taken so much away that a lot of folks, you even ask them who any of like our civil rights.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No
like folks are, they wouldn't even be able to name one.
Yeah, except for Martin Luther King. Like that's
it.
Literally.
I'm like,
oh my
you
God.
got Nagger, and you know what I mean? Like just all these different people. You know what I mean? Like folks, Bear Rustin, and just like anybody.
They've been erasing our history for so long.
Absolutely.
I feel like, I don't know, it deters a lot of people from even believing something sometimes because everything is like a question. I remember in school, I used to always ask my teacher, like, okay, I'm in 7th grade. Why every year in history do I got to learn that black people were slaves? Like, you know what I mean? Did we not do anything else? She used to be like, I don't know, Dwayne. That's just what they require us to teach.
And I think to answer that a little bit is you have to know what the past was so you can prevent it in the future.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But I feel like every year, you know what I mean.
But
like,
it's all in how they teach it.
Yeah,
if it's not going to be impactful if it's not our people teaching it. You know what I mean? Because they're not going to understand.
Lady telling me about slavery,
and then you can read about it, but you're not impacted by it because we're still impacted today by a lot of those issues. So yes, you can read about it and you can kind of disseminate it in a way, but it's not going to be the way that it needs to be. If that makes any sense.
No, that does
you know what
make
I'm
sense.
saying? And that is part of the problem. But it starts with the gentrification. Like our people can't get into these colleges. Our people can't even get to school a lot of times because they're kicked out of these areas, or their schools are closing, and you know what I mean, or they're cutting funding, from education. So
Which is crazy.
It's
like that's even
diabolical.
up for debates. Like what?
I mean, let's be clear. Everything that's happening was in Project 2025.
Yeah.
This ain't nothing new at all whatsoever. We already knew all of this was coming. So
One of
it's
them
really
500
not.
pages.
Yeah, 905.
905.
I think it was 905 or 915. So it's not like this is something like that we didn't know was going to happen, and he wasn't going to do it. Because for him, and let's be clear, absolutely 100% clear, they are ripping up the democracy as we know it because he wants to create this monarchy. He wants to be king. So he don't care about Republicans or Democrats. Yeah. He wants to be king, and he wants to leave his legacy for his kids, and they will be these monarchs. He really looks up to a lot of those folks over in Europe, and this ain't Europe, baby. You're in America! America!
Agreed, though. I feel like he really idolizes China and Russia, and just the way that they overrule everything.
Yep.
And that does scare me a little bit.
It don't scare me. Like, we gonna be fine. We gonna make it because we always do.
We do.
But it's gonna be a struggle. We probably won't.
What scares me the most is just the comfort that continues to come from the bigots and racists that are like him. You know what I mean?
Hatred.
And it's just more normalized. Like, I feel like when Biden came into office, you didn't really feel it. You know what I mean? It was like you felt Trump out. Like I felt like, oh, it's a little calmer.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like a big impact to my life. But when Trump went into office, the first week you felt it. Like,
so the thing is, like, a lot of the stuff he's doing is illegal. So but people really don't know about politics at all whatsoever. So they're just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
But again, you have to dismantle. He is an abolitionist.
Yeah.
Let's be clear.
Yes.
And what we talk about doing, he is actually actively doing. He went in there. He's dismantling and he's fucking up the system. He is going to do all of the crazy stuff, and then once he has crumbled our system as we know it, then he's going to rebuild it in his actual image,
his way. Meanwhile, his dumbass doesn't realize Elon Musk is literally allowing you to do this so he can take your work and take it all over. You know what I mean?
Elon Musk don't care.
Like, he is building up an army of believers, and
Elon Musk is about his money.
Yes, and he is the devil.
Like, he is about his money. So
They're
he's
both
in there,
the
he's just
devil.
like, how am I going to be able to make sure that I never, ever, ever, ever have to worry
Lift the
about my
finger.
kids ever again? So he's trying to be like the Rothschilds.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, they are, I guess, the richest people on this planet. And he's like, oh, and I'm up the ante. Yeah, I'm going to figure this out. And I'm trying to be like that, and yeah.
I also heard some conspiracies that Elon Musk is really on this mission.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I heard some alleged conspiracies that Elon Musk is on this mission to get us into space because Earth is about to blow up. We're like overheating.
Bitch, what?
It's all alleged, y'all. But yeah, I heard something about
okay, so global warming is happening, and if allegedly, if like the polar capsules start really, really melting, a lot of those pathogens and things and all of those different gases and things start getting released that have been frozen for millions of years, then we're gonna have problems. Houston, we're gonna have a problem. So I get that. I don't think it's going to implode, but the cycle might start over again.
Yes.
It might be like,
like the dinosaurs.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was trying to figure out how I was going to say that shit. Yeah.
The end of us.
Yeah, So, like, maybe that's what they're trying to do, but at the end of the day,
it's just insane. Like,
it
there
is
be all
insane
these
and
things
memorable.
happening that you really don't know about. Even the fact that now we're supposed to learn if aliens were real or some shit.
But technically aliens are real because
it's just unidentified.
It's not like a species, like a human being like this, but they're microorganisms. They come from outer space. They land here. You know what I mean? Like, that's how we got here. You know, let's be clear. And this is for my sister because me and her get into it all the time. Yes, we come from aquatic life. Yes, we do. Yeah, that's why tadpoles go up into this little thing and swim up and go into an egg of water, a sack, for 9 months. We come from aquatic life.
I mean, it is kind of crazy to think like that we would be the only things existing in this whole universe. You know what I mean? Like,
so again, we're not.
Yeah.
You know, they're microorganisms. You know, little in outer space. Those are aliens.
And then they come and turn into us. Like, no, but I'm fascinated with aliens, so we will definitely keep y'all updated with that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like, we went straight sci-fi. What's that?
No shade. But like there's some little reptile people walking around now.
Period.
But no. That was juicy. And this is only our first episode.
I know. It was really good. It was just so good. And I really want to let loose, but I know I cannot.
Yeah,
like, you have to be. You got to be very, very, very mindful sometimes. But, baby, we're going to have some guests up on here that's going to let loose.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to whisper in their ear, and allegedly they're going to tell the truth. Yeah.
We'll create the platform for the voices to be heard. But, yeah, no lies were told there, Dina. We got to play the game. But, yeah, that's what comes with wearing many hats, I guess. You got to think multiple ways. But I loved it. I feel like this was great, and the more comfortable we get, the more tea y'all will get. Absolutely. See, we're just getting into it. We're getting into the swing of things. Y'all stay with us. Y'all rock with us, and y'all gonna be gagging allegedly. Mm-hmm. But y'all are gonna gag.
Yes.
The shit we be finding out.
Yeah, we gonna come with the real tea, baby. Allegedly.
Yes, and as the shows continue to pop out, if you or a friend or anybody in the community is doing some cool shit that you want advertised or you want your voice to be heard on the platform, again, make sure that you DM us online at The Allegedly Show. That's on Instagram. It'll be right down here. And or you can email us at theallegedlyshow@gmail.com. Oh, correction. It's reverse, y'all. We had to change it like 3 times because somebody took her name. But it's allegedly the show at gmail.com.
Uh-huh.
So, and that is also our Instagram, allegedly the show. So, allegedly first, not the.
Yes, allegedly
it'll all
the
be down
show.
here.
You said allegedly the show.
Allegedly the show.
Oh, making sure, you know. Y'all got it? What is it one more time? Allegedly the show.
Yes. Where everything is alleged until proven otherwise.
Absolutely.
But guest of honor, it has been a blast. I am Neek Neek.
And I am Ziti.
And this is Allegedly.
Oh, you was about to put 2 up there. We had a test pilot. Y'all got, you know what I mean? It's all good.
Girl, leaner than the beam, girl. Shorty is a mean girl.